So we all know, of course, a little bit of recap, that this all came to pass because of the Divorce, Dissolution and Separation Act 2020. We know that received royal assent nearly 2 years ago, back on the 25th of June 2020, but it's come into effect on the 5th of April this year. We know that applications that were made up until the 31st of March went through under the old system, and then there was a little bit of a hiatus for a few days, and now we know that all the applications made since the 5th of April have been made under the new system. We know there's a new portal. We know that if you are a legal advisor, then you've got to use your HMCTS account to be able to use the portal. So you can decide that you don't want the court to serve, that you want to do it yourself. There are some circumstances in which you have to do that. For example, if you've got a respondent who's living outside of the jurisdiction, in those circumstances, the rules set out, these new rules set out in the body of these new family proceedings rules, they set out how you do service in line with previous rules, but they set out how you do service abroad. But if you're or you can choose to serve yourself if you particularly want to. If you are serving, you need to remember, of course, to serve an acknowledgement and your notice of proceedings on every respondent. Interestingly, and we'll just reiterate this in a minute, if it is a joint application, you in effect both get acknowledgements as well, which is slightly odd, but we'll come back to that in a moment. And again, remember, if a sole applicant fails to apply for a final order, then a respondent can do so. But just as at the moment, the respondent must wait the 3 months after the 6 weeks and then can apply, exactly as within the old system. If you've got a joint application, remember, one can apply either for conditional order and or for a final order, as long as you've got 14 days notice. But also, if you have a sole applicant and you're the respondent, you can still do the applying in the same way that you used to be able to, but you have to give the same timescale. So you've got that 3 months